Hey everybody. Okay, so we got around being able to not get in, and now that we're actually in here, we're gonna check on LES. So mypay is pretty simple. All you need to do is go in and click on LES. Okay, so now we're in here. Okay, I'm just gonna click on printer friendly. That's the one that you want. So we can see here that this is what my rank is. This is how many years that I'm getting paid for my service. That's very, very important. This is the period covered for the pay period. I know it says 1 through 30 September, but realistically it's like 1 October to 15th October. This is what they look like. This is your LES. So my base pay is $37.69.80. All your entitlements, this is actually halved up, like if you think about it, because you're not getting all this at one time. This base pay right here, that's why they deduct it from you. Again, see, mid-month pay right here is $17.75.88, because that, if you divided it by 2, that's how much I would be getting paid if you divided $37.69.80 by 2. So $17.75.88. Okay, this is how much I pay for my family's TRICARE, and this is, so you see this BAH, right? 1173 is what they take. So if you live on post, they're gonna take your entire BAH from you. So don't even look forward to getting it. I'll make another video in detail explaining pros and cons of actually living off post versus on post. So alright, so to the average layman, I actually look like I'm doing it really, really big. like this is how much I'm being paid. This is your BAS. This is the basic allowance for sustenance. This is my food allowance, $372.71. So basically the Army's fronting me $372 to eat food. This is how much I pay in taxes. Yes, I'm sorry if somebody told you that you don't pay taxes, because you do as a service member. I pay taxes for the state of Georgia, so my state taxes are $176.04. My federal taxes are $300.42. I'm not sure what BF balance is, but I know CR balance means that this is what you currently have. So me, I have 61.5 days of leave. My ETS balance, which means every leave date that you're gonna get comes out of this. So this 0.5, the next check is gonna go to here. So I'll have 62 days, and then it'll be 137. So it's kind of like a bank account for your actual leave dates. So this 137 will just keep feeding into this, and even if I take leave, what'll end up happening is if I take leave, this will get subtracted, and so it'll tell me that I used them right here. So I don't have any leave lost, but the time that I get for paid leave is 2.5 days a month, which is 30 days a year. I have 1.5 days of use or lose. And all you need to know is that my basic allowance for quarters is with a spouse, and my type is with dependent. My spouse is my dependent, and then they go off your zip code. So that's how they determine how much your housing is going to be worth. So that's why you can't be living in Hawaii and then your family is in Texas and you're thinking, you know, you're going to use Hawaii rates of money to get paid. That's not what's going to happen. Whatever the zip code is right here is the BAH rate that you're going to actually get. Now sometimes that could be different, like is what some people, they get away with it because of the fact that sometimes you might be in Korea and your family members might move to New Jersey or New York City for whatever reason while you're actually deployed. In that case, then they would get that BAH for that area because you're technically overseas, but when you come back, then that needs to be corrected. They'll have to move back so you can actually PCS it and clear your housing and all that stuff. So anyway, make sure you pay attention down here. This area right here is a very important area because it'll tell you, like, do you owe a debt to the Army? They'll take it from you, and it'll tell you down here, hey, this is where we're going to start our debt, and we're going to take it from you on this date. Like from here to this date, we will start it. If you change your bank account, they're going to put it down there that you changed your bank account. All in all, that is how you read your LES. Okay. So because we're reading our LES, what we know to be true is that this is how much I'm going to get. $3,769.80. Now, if you guys got any questions, this is how you would build your budget based off of this number. But if you're building a budget based off every 2 weeks, then you would go off this number right here. That's the number that you want to look at, because that's when you half up your pay. That's what you're gonna look like. So your end of month pay, give or take, this is what you're actually gonna bring in. So that's what you're bringing in. So that's what you need to be able to, because I didn't explain all this. So this is your total entitlements. My entitlements total up to $5,315.51. But my deductions, which is actually what I'm paying into or what's coming out, because I don't have any like real allotments. Like I can set up an allotment here that would take care of my automatic savings and all this stuff. I can set it up through that, so as soon as I get paid, the money just comes straight out of the check instead of going through the bank to be processed to do it. It would literally just go straight to the bank account that is designated to go for. But the problem when you set up an allotment is that it only does it one time a month, whereas your personal bank can set it up twice. But allotments would be good if you're paying child support or alimony or anything, or you're paying somebody for a car and you set it up directly. You set up a payment plan with them. They can track that they're going to get this amount of money every single month. It's coming straight out of your paycheck and going straight to them. Sketchy, because the person on the other side can easily stop that transaction every single month. So you gotta do your due diligence on that. But anyway, this is how much you would be getting. $1775.36. Figure out what you need to live off of from this amount right here for your 2 weeks, from the 1st to the 15th, and then start making your budget based off of that. So the $3,000 wasn't too far off, because we can just adjust maybe $100 or $200, but I'm not gonna do that because this money is not something that I was looking forward to. Like I wasn't looking forward to getting this much money, so I'm gonna keep my costs low, and I'll be able to just increase the amount of money that I'm gonna throw into investments. That's how you read an LES. It'll be different for everybody, because if you're a private, whether you're E1 to E3, it's gonna say E1, E2, E3, and your pay is gonna look different than mine. There's pay charts all over Google and stuff that'll help you make that determination. I will make another video. It's actually in the works about if you're private and you're just getting into the Army, this is what you can look forward to. This is how much you're gonna pay into and that sort of thing. So you have a realistic expectation of, if you are an E1 and you have a family, how much would you actually be bringing home? But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. You can leave them down below and I'll try to get to them whenever I can while I have this downtime. This is the life you have with Tez. That's me. And peace out.